Even if you're only somewhat familiar with India's hip hop scene, it's nearly impossible not to have come across the name Seedhe Maut, the rap duo from New Delhi that has redefined what Indian rap can sound like. What began as a friendship between two teenagers, brought together by their love for battle rap, soon turned into one of the most powerful partnerships Indian hip hop has ever seen. With over 500 million streams on Spotify, multiple acclaimed projects, and a fiercely loyal fan base, Seedhe Maut have already earned a place in the history of Desi hip hop. But what makes them truly stand out? To answer that, we need to rewind the clock by about 7 years and revisit their debut album Bayan, a project that is still considered one of the most complete and important rap albums to ever come out of India. You're watching Soft Power, a series that dives deep into the milestones and movements of Indian music and pop culture. We break down how it has evolved, people who are shaping it, and why it deserves global attention. Seedhe Maut is made up of two sharp and passionate rappers, Abhijay Negi, also known as Encore ABJ, and Siddhant Sharma, who goes by Kam. Their paths crossed through Spit Dope Inc., a Delhi-based battle rap platform started in 2015 by Indian hip-hop veteran MC Code. In a 2019 interview with Raj Jones, they shared the story behind their name.
ब्रो सीधे मौत का मतलब ये है कि लाइक जो भी कर रहे हो उसमें लाइक अपना फुल पोटेंशियल दो, मतलब आधे में नहीं छोड़ने का है, मतलब समझ रहे हो ऐसा। अगर हम दोनों कोई वर्स लिख रहे होते हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में एक ही चीज होती है कि सीधे मौत देनी है अभी।
हाँ, जैसे स्लैंग भी है। हाँ। मैं उससे मिला था फुल पावर से। हाँ। वो सब बोलते कि भाई क्या कर रहा है भाई, भाई वो गाना फुल पावर दे रहा है, भाई उनका गाना सीधे मौत दे रहा है।
दिस एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड एज अ स्लैंग, मेरा बड़ा भाई यूज करता था लाइक अपनी डे टू डे लाइफ में कि लाइक ब्रो क्या कर रहा है ब्रो, सीधे मौत देने जा रहा हूँ मैं, ऐसा वाला। तो वहीं से आया ये। तो ये और में बैठे हुए थे, हम सोच रहे थे कि लाइक ब्रो क्या रखे डुओ का नाम, लाइक ब्रो सीधे मौत, और एकदम से हिट किया है लाइक।
What began as a casual slang quickly became a chant for thousands of young fans across the country. With a name like that came a raw intensity, and the duo wasted no time in channeling that energy into their music. Their first single and mixtape made them known in Delhi's tight-knit underground rap scene as quote-unquote the go-to artist for people looking to stir the pot at home. Soon after, they signed with Azadi Records, an independent label that was just beginning to shake things up in the Indian hip-hop space. As NPR described in a 2019 article, Azadi was created as a response to a perceived stagnation in Indian hip-hop. This meant that Seedhe Maut were not just making music, they were helping lead a shift in what Indian hip-hop could sound and feel like. And Bayan would become the album that captured that moment. But before diving into the album itself, there's one more key figure we need to talk about. The person who made Bayan sound like it did. Before Bayan, Sez on the Beat had already made a name for himself as one of the most important producers in Indian hip-hop. Known for his gritty, hard-hitting beats, Sez was at the heart of some of the genre's most iconic moments. Most notably, the 2015 track Mere Gali Mein featuring Divine and Nazy. That song didn't just put Mumbai's rap scene on the map, it marked a turning point for Indian hip-hop as a whole. Sez's production became synonymous with authenticity, rawness, and a sound that reflected the streets it came from. In the years that followed, Sez continued to shape the underground with a series of strong collaborations. From Classic, the fiery debut of fellow Tilak Nagar artist Prabdeep, to Bombay Soul by Encore, Sez brought a balance of boom bap soul and modern trap to the Indian soundscape. Each project carried his signature blend, rugged, real, but always refined. By the time he started working on Bayan, Sez had already laid the groundwork for what would become a thriving, self-assured hip-hop movement in India. What no one could have predicted, however, was how his collaboration with two teenage rappers from Delhi would flip the scene on its head. Spanning 12 tracks and running just over 33 minutes, Bayan wastes no time pulling you into its world. The tone is set from the very first seconds of the intro, which captures a familiar kind of societal criticism, a voice from an older generation questioning rap's place in culture.
मेघा, क्या तुमने सरिता के बच्चों को देखा है? रैपर बने फिर रहे हैं आजकल। रात रात भर म्यूजिक बजाते हैं जोर जोर से।
This isn't just a skit, it's a declaration. Bayan is about defiance. It pushes back against outdated norms, blind tradition, and the judgment faced by those who choose a path that doesn't fit a box. Each track after that builds on this spirit. There's Shaktiman, which uses the 90s Indian superhero as a metaphor for inner conflict and suppressed rage. There's Punk, a haunting fusion of Hindustani classical and hip-hop featuring Bawri Basanti, which explores the crushing pressure to conform. There's Dehshat and Meri Baggi, full of brash energy and slick wordplay, and Gehraiyan, where things slow down and turn introspective. Rather than breaking down each song, this video focuses on what makes Bayan a rap masterclass. And to do that, we're going to dive deep into the techniques and styles used by Calm and Encore ABJ, specifically through these three lenses. Number 1, complex rhyming techniques and vocal rhythm. Number 2, relatable imagery. And lastly, deceivingly simple lyricism. Both Encore ABJ and Calm are students of the craft. Their Spotify bio lists Mobb Deep and Black Star, two legendary duos made up of technically sharp rappers like Prodigy, Mos Def, and Talib Kweli as major influences. And it shows. They don't just write rhymes. They build rhyme structures which are intricate, layered, and full of internal rhyming. This is one of the most difficult skills in rap, but both rappers use it with ease. Take Kyun, the second last track on the album. The subject is deep, questioning society's constant expectations, but the structure is surgical. Here's how Encore starts his verse, packed with multisyllabic internal rhymes, meaning rhymes that happen within lines or multiple parts of a line.
चला हाथों की लकीरों पे निगाहें करी तीखी महंगी पड़ी बड़ी ज्यादा जो सलाहें ली थी फीकी लिखी बीती बड़ी बाधा थी किताबें मेरी फीकी जीती घड़ी घड़ी आशा करी मेरी चीबी मीठी मारी सीधी.
Then Calm enters with a rare technique called holo rhyme, where entire lines phonetically rhyme with each other. It's subtle, but it creates a unique musicality that's hard to ignore.
इन सब ने हक करी दुनिया की मानेगा तो हर घड़ी हद करी पुड़िया निकालेगा तो सब तेरी हर कली हट करी हुलिया क्यों सुनेगा किसी की खुद है जो किलसा सभी से ऐसी गांडू करे हरकती क्यों.
The two constantly switch rhyme patterns, letting their rhythms shift naturally. Their understanding of flow, how words ride a beat, is what gives the album its dynamic pace. Just listen to PNP, Paisa Nasha Pyar, where Encore and Calm pass the mic back and forth, switching up cadence, rhyme sets, and tone.
आंखें खोली मैंने winning 99 not out inning पैसा काबू करे ऐसे रखी रिंगटोन देखा पड़े जाओ थोड़ा परे जाओ और जाके हरे लाओ देखा नहीं जानो को.
The transitions are seamless, but behind that smooth delivery is a complex web of rhythm and rhyme control.
देखा नहीं जानो को कुछ चलते बॉम्ब गिरे टीवी पे भेजा लेकिन नशे में ही धुन देखा मैंने नहीं जानो को मचलते आगे शीशे के दिखावे के चलावे में है खो वो रही सुध.
One of the duo's most powerful tools is imagery grounded in pop culture, especially references familiar to Indian millennials and Gen Z. That's part of what makes the music so widely loved. It feels personal, local, and lived. In Shaktiman, Calm raps. It's a quick reference but effective. Encore does something similar on Meri Baggi, referencing Freddy Krueger, the horror icon known for haunting dreams. It's confident, funny, and just a little dark. These clever references make the lyrics stick, and they help build the duo's larger persona, which is relatable, sharp, and always in on the joke. Perhaps the most underrated part of Bayan is how some of its most emotional lines are also the most straightforward. This is what makes Seedhe Maud masters of subtlety. Encore's verse in Gehraiyan is a perfect example. At first glance, it feels like a basic repetition of facts, but that's the beauty of it. He's drawing a line between individual identity and shared experience in a relationship.
वो हमें जानते नहीं है हाँ मेरे दोस्त जानते हैं मुझको तेरे दोस्त जानते हैं तुझको पर वो हमें जानते नहीं है.
It hits harder because of its simplicity. There's no complex metaphor, just the truth. Calm does the same on Chalta Rahe when he turns the image of a missing meal into a metaphor for resilience and hustle.
झूले तू चांद अगर चाहे तो दूर तू बांधे कल पाया तो क्या हुआ एक दो दिन फुल्का नहीं खाया तो दे भी तू ताली ज़माने.
Just after Bayan dropped, Seedhe Maud made a statement that now reads like a prophecy. They said, when people look back, they should know we moved on our own terms. And that's exactly what happened. Today, Seedhe Maud perform at the biggest festivals across the country. They've appeared on international platforms like Fire in the Booth, collaborated with legends, and earned the respect of industry heavyweights like Ikka, with the artist even interpolating certain flows.
जागा तो पानी में क्रोसे ने खुला के डाले को टेस्ट उड़ा जगा दो बज दे तो मेरे के सवा दो बज दे सुबह तक दबा के सोते शेर को ना छेड़ियों पे वो बंदा ना किसी भी वीडियो से रात को दिल्ली की गेड़ियों पे जो बदला चैनल तो रेडियो पे करूं बड़ी सी वीडियो
Even younger artists like Yash Raj have paid tribute to Seedhe Maud's rapping ability.
करना अपना पैसा फ्लायर पे था JID और साथ किया लेस अप हम
They've gone from being underground trailblazers to industry benchmarks. And the journey began with Bayan. It wasn't just an album, it was a statement, a blueprint, a masterclass. What followed was another incredible spectacle titled Nayab that cemented their legacy. While Bayan helped them establish themselves as the leader of the new wave, Nayab was the catalyst behind them breaking into the mainstream. But how did that happen? Let us know if you'd like a video on Nayab and what makes it special. You've been watching Soft Power. If this resonated with you, subscribe and stick around. We've got more stories, deep dives, and breakdowns coming your way.